Greetings from chess.com. Welcome to another Title Tuesday. The specialty of this Title Tuesday is that I've just observed that some of the players from the Olympiad are playing in this event. And yes, the Title Tuesday has started. And the thing is, I forgot to press join, so I'm going to start playing from the next game. Let's get started. We have Hikaru Nakamura playing, who is part of the Olympiad team. We have Tanya Sestev playing, who is also part of the team. We have Savita Shri, she's also playing. So I see at least 3 players who are part of the Olympiad participating in this particular event. In addition to these players that I've mentioned, there are other players too. For example, there is Grandmaster Karthik Venkatraman, who runs a channel called as Chess Cult. So if you want to watch a lot of chess interviews in a podcast format, but there's also video, then you can go to Chess Cult. It's a channel that I highly recommend. Then we have Nitin, who is a regular at our Title Tuesday events, and then we have Priyanka from India, so she's also a title player. So those are some players. Then there's also Suyog Wag. Then we have Chess Assist, that's I think Sahil, and we have Yashas D as well. So Yashas is also a FIDE master from Karnataka. We have Jeet Jain playing in this event. Isha Karvade, very strong player from India. We also have Divya Deshmukh tonight. Wow, so it's a good opportunity for us to also follow her game. Okay, then who else? Who else is in the list? We have Akshat Kamparia, is an international master from Madhya Pradesh. We have a woman FIDE master, Srishti Pandey, is also here. Then who else? So I think that's about it. So those are the players that I can see. We also have Samat Rao playing, and then there's also Omkar. Oops. So instead of typing there, I just typed somewhere else. Okay. And just have to get the username right when I am following players. So I just typed the name as a chat message somewhere. Okay. Okay, so I'm following all the players. I will take you through all the games. Let's start with Isha Karvade. So Isha Karvade is playing against Anton Demchenko, and she seems to be having a great position so far from what I can see. Yeah, just rook a6, bring the rook to d line. Anton Demchenko is a very strong grandmaster from Russia. And now I'm getting a chance to look at the players list. Hello Hawk. Deepak Maheshwari, we announced the moderators, so we have chosen about 10 to 12 people first. So we have sent mails to some of the people who filled the forms. So we have some moderators now. So yeah, Nitin is also playing. So I just announced the names of the players. So the highlight, I think, is that some of the players who are participating in the Olympiad are playing in this event. I think that's a major highlight of this Title Tuesday. Okay, let's come back to the game. Things have changed a bit in this game, because now f7 is hanging. Rook e2, e4 is supported, so she's supporting the pawn. Now maybe queen c3. Oh, he goes queen s3. Now again he's renewing the threat of rook f7, right? No, but then e4 is falling, so she can just take the pawn on e4. On the other game, we just see that Karthik Venkatraman, Grandmaster, has won his game very quickly in just 20 moves. So let's take a quick look at how Karthik Venkatraman won his game. So he's playing this move with queen d4. The point is, if black plays knight c6, white has bishop b5 in mind. So he's playing this with queen on e3, and now black is threatening bishop h6. So it's important to make sure that the c1 bishop is somehow protected. So he does that, and this move h3 takes care. The knight g4 is not coming. Rook d1, knight c3, all logical moves. a3 preventing knight b4, and rook b1, so that now b4 is possible, and the rook will not remain in the radar of the bishop. Then knight d5, c3, queen f4. So slowly Karthik wants to go to h4. He does that, and after e6, his opponent forgets that the knight can land on e7 with the help of the queen, and now he just picks up and then plays b4. He wins another piece because the knight is being forked by the pawn. Both the knights are in danger, and now just last pawn, knight g5. Even this bishop is now hanging because of the threat, a simultaneous threat. Wow, that's a nice win, but it's primarily because of this move e6, but otherwise also I think he's got a decent position. And Harika Donavalli has won her game against international master Barrio Chess from I think that's Argentina, yes. Okay, so here I have a small announcement to make. So today I have prepared a particular system with the white side, and I'm going to play that. Hello the Hawk. I thought we already sent a message to you. Okay, I might have missed. You are also one of the moderators. I'll just add you. You have been chosen, so you are also there. Hikaru is playing this after. Yes, Hikaru is also playing. You're right. He won the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz. Yeah, amazing. So Hikaru Nakamura is a consistent Title Tuesday player. Okay, coming back to this game. So the plan is that I will play Reti with white side today, and let's see if that's going to bring me some good results. So in my bingo list today I have, let's say, 1 checkmate, 1 win in the Reti, and 1 win using the Tango Knights. So these are 3 things I have in my list. Let's see. So I'll now pin the message. So I'll just mention the names of the players, so then you can pin a message. Yeah? Abhijit is playing, Karthik Venkatraman is playing, Priyanka, Divya. Yes, we are definitely streaming Olympiad. I think chess.com will primarily do that. Then who else? We have Isha Karwadi, and then we have Srishti, Priyanka. Then who else? We have Nitin, Yashas, Omkar, Sahil. Yes, Saravanan sir is a class. I like listening to his stories. I think that's about it. So these are the players that I can see are playing. Do like. Okay, so I have put a message, I think, and then I have pinned it. Alright, let's go and see. Tanya Sesam has lost her first game to an IM from Mongolia. Then Nitin has won his game against Lile Koridze, and he's won using his usual King's Indian. Yeah, so in this position he's played h5. What this does is it gives a space for black and also ensures that the knight safely comes to h6. So let's say you make a move like a6, a null move, then white is going to play h3, and after knight h6, it's not easy to achieve that h7, h5. So it's better you do it here, and Nitin does that. I mean, he has been playing kings in almost all his life, I would say. Yeah. So now he wants to move his king, so he's protecting the knight. Oh, he's managed to just chop off the bishop, which is, I think, an achievement. This was probably not possible because of rook c8, I think. Yeah. Okay, so here is my first round. All the others are playing their second round, but I missed the first round while I was updating the link on the Instagram. Okay, d4. So let's get the tango win in this game. Oh, but that's not meant to be. If he plays c4, I was probably still going to do tango, but now I can't do it. So it's going to be London. I recently read a joke about London, that there are so many great openings in chess, but all you play is London. Okay, now don't play knight d7 here because there is knight takes f7. This is a trap that you must know when you're playing the London. f4, too early. Knight d4, attack the bishop. So do like this stream, all those who have just joined. And f6, is it a possibility? f6, let's go. Pushing the knight away. I don't want this knight here. If he takes bishop takes knight, I will take pawn takes knight. A quick look at Harika's game. I think we'll do that. Should I play cd4? Yeah. The fact that he cannot take ed4 allows me to play cd4. Because if he takes ed4, I will say thank you very much and capture the pawn on d4. Now he's not really that comfortable, I can make out, because his queen check. There's also knight c6. So the position is in my favor. There's no doubt about it. I think I'll go knight d7. Let's take a quick look at Harika's game. Where is Harika? Yes, she's here. She's playing black against a FIDE master from Russia. Her opponent has employed the Jobava London. Knight d2. So my opponent is like forcing me to take on g3. I'll go f5. On knight e5, I'll put the other knight on f6. Okay, so here Harika has attacked her opponent's queen, but queen c7. Oh, queen b7 is coming. Bishop f3. I'm also concerned about this knight on h5. Bishop e4. I will take with the f pawn because it's good to capture towards the center is what I have understood so far. But there are exceptions, so you need to take care of those exceptions. Then we have Abhijit Gupta, strong grandmaster from Delhi. I think it's originally from Rajasthan. Queen b3. Can I play rook f4? Not yet. So I want to prevent my opponent from castling, so I'm playing queen a5 so that his knight is pinned. In this game we have Karthik Venkatraman playing black. Oh, knight f6, queen f6, and now queen g7 is a mate. Oh no. So Karthik Venkatraman has missed this. His opponent seems to have won the game very quickly. Yeah, I don't think this line is working. Yeah, so he had problems in the opening which he was not able to solve. Okay, I think it's okay to play bd7 and give up this pawn. And now bishop b5 is also coming. And I'm going to say no castling, brother, no castling. Queen c3. Aha, this was his idea, which I missed. I must tell you, I missed this. So I'll just take this and play bishop b5 so that I can still say no castling, brother. But he has c4. I don't think I can say no castling, brother after that. The Hawk, what is your chess.com username? Bishop d3. Yes, I'm giving this pawn deliberately so that I can play rook b8 and then go 7th rank is the heaven for the rook. So I'm going to do that. His opponent, my opponent's pieces are all very congested. The rook on h1 is stuck, cannot castle. The king is stuck because of the bishop. The bishop is stuck because of the pawn. And the knight doesn't have any good square to go to. Okay, I think this game I am likely to win. The Hawk 07. Yes, the Hawk has made a great point. And now my opponent is giving his exchange, which I won't take. I will say no, I don't want your exchange. Because my bishop is superior to his rook. You might be wondering, what am I saying? But that's the truth. My bishop is actually a lot better than... Wow. I think I like this win of mine, where I've just played the rook on b2, no captures, no sound, but my opponent has resigned. Respect to my opponent who understood that this is lost, like clearly lost. Like he knew that there's no way to even set a trap. Okay, I'm really happy that I won this game. And thanks to my opponent who was very kind enough to resign. Okay, here Nitin is playing against Woman FIDE Master SZEFRU. Black has 6 pawns, white has 6 pawns, but white has a knight. Can that make a difference? Black has sacrificed a pawn. I think that will really cost him because the knight is jumping to e4 and now knight can come to d6. bd7, is that a blunder? h5 and then the pawn falls. Nitin has made a blunder, he blundered his piece. Now I'm not sure. Like black is back in the game. So right now it seems like our entire Tile Tuesday is filled with moderators. There was a time where there were no moderators. Oh really? My opponent lost on time. Oh, he did not resign. Thanks. I thought he actually resigned, Altaf. I'm sorry. I really thought he resigned. But okay, he lost on time. Oh, there you go. See the position. Now it's not clear. White has so many pawns. But can he win this one? Bishop e6. No. And then f8 queen and take this pawn also. Yeah, I don't know. Because these pawns are like stuck, I'm not sure. He will get this king and then win. Okay, this is winning. So Nitin has bounced back after that blunder. Okay. And Harikaka has won another game. And it looked like she was in danger at one point. I'm really curious. How did she turn the game in her favor? After queen c7, she took cd4, knight d4, knight d4, rook d4 and played bishop c6. I would take queen e7 and play bishop f3. That's also done. I would take bishop h5. That's also correct. Now I will play f4. Wow, my opponent, I mean not my opponent, Harika's opponent has played really good until here. Rook g8. Now I want to put this knight on e5. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4. I am actually guessing all the moves right. And now I want to go rook g1. This is the moment. This is the moment in which I did not guess my opponent's move. Not my opponent's move. Harika's move. Harika's opponent's move. Oh, this is not really working. So what her opponent did was actually better. And I actually overestimated White's chances, I think. I was under the impression that White is doing really good. Wow, look at this piece maneuver. Really beautiful. It's Makogono's principle. This bishop on c6 is terrible on c6 right now. But if it's placed on e4, it suddenly becomes beautiful. So she plays bishop to e8, bishop to g6 and bishop to e4. Very nice. And then she takes the pawn on h4 and that becomes her winning edge. A really nice game. I have a feeling that Harika might really do well in this game. Okay, it's now Harika might really do well in this tournament, I mean. Now it's time to start with Reti. So this is my preparation of the day. Tanya's ID is Tanya_S. That's her ID. Savita Shree's ID I will tell you. Right now let me focus on the game. Okay, knight f3, knight f6. Mitrba Guha. Okay, I will follow him as well. Where is Mitrba? Harsha Bharat Koti is also playing, by the way. Today a lot of Indians are playing. There is no doubt about it. What's his username? THA. Okay, done. So I'm following Harsha Bharat Koti. Now I'm just trying where is Mitraba. B6. Now this is new to me. Let's go knight e5 and question this rook. And then go c4. d6. Now my knight has to come back. Okay, if somebody gets to know Mitriba's ID, let me know. I will follow him. So I'm now transferred, or let's say transposed this position from Reti to an English. This is the English structure. I will get to the username of Savita Shri. Hold on. So now the fact that the bishop on b7 is hanging is working in my favor. I have just picked up a pawn. I'm taking with the d pawn because it also opens up my chances on the d line and I can easily watch the pawn on d6. And now my rook will come to d1, right? Let's go rook d2 because I don't want to remain in this hanging zone. The rook on b2 was hanging, so I'm just improving the position a little bit. Sai Krishna is also playing. Wow, that's another strong international master from India who is studying abroad right now. He's Okay, rook c8. Can I go rook c1 or shall I take on d6? I think I will go rook c1 for now and then decide next. Deepan Chakravarti is also playing. So this is turning out to be a very popular title Tuesday from the players list. Savita's ID I have finally found. Her username is Savitha1030. SAVITHA 1030. B5. Shall I go c5? Or shall I go f4? Or shall I do queen d6? Okay, I'm just going to go queen d6 and give up this pawn. Because it's okay. Yes, Swapnil Dopade is also playing. Yes, everybody is preparing for Olympiad, and that's what I also feel. It's going to be a big event. And the Indian challenge begins on September 8th. Rook c4, I think it's okay to take with the rook, right? And then go f4, push this knight, and remember, rook behind the passed pawn, always. So, rook c6, but he can also play rook b8 next. I want to go rook c6, but rook d8. Okay, I'll go rook c6. Bishop f3. Questioning the knight. On knight e3, I can go king f2, knight d1, king e1, pawn c3. Still okay. This position is not easy. And yeah, my opponent is 2600. You can see from his rating. So he wants to go knight d1 and support it. I'm thinking, why not go e5? You might go c3 though. It's getting very tense. Because I can't take the pawn as there is rook d1 check, king f2. Oh, I could have taken that. Okay. So he wants to take this. So I'm saying, okay, please take it, but I'm going to go rook c7 and pick up f7. Okay, let's go. Check. The job here is done, so I'm just coming back. I'm now threatening e7 and it's game over. If he doesn't respond to the threat, it's game over. Because I have bishop c6 coming. e7, king e8 he wants to do. Okay. And bishop c6 he wants to take. Okay, no problem. Rook behind the passer. No problem, still no problem. I'm going to play king c3 soon. But first let's take this pawn, right? When you're getting a free pawn for nothing, just take it. Check, check. I'm not so happy taking that. So I'll play king c3 and take the pawn happily. Oh, I just forgot that he had that move. Check, another check. Take and be happy. Play king d5. Win the game slowly and steadily, I think. That's going to be the approach. Should win this one. Yeah, this is a win. Okay, that was not easy. I must admit, that was not easy. Okay, Harika Akka has drawn her game against Chess Yak 004. So I'm really curious, how did the game end in a draw? Let's check. So here she was white and she's trying the Reti English, and chances of, yeah, this is Reti English. And in such positions, if you have not learned Catalan yet, the main idea here is e2 e4, and she goes for it, and then we are supposed to play against this bishop on b7 and make the c5 and e5 break difficult for black. In case of c5 here, white gets more activity. White can just take this also and play rook d1 or directly rook d1. Yeah, I think she has got enough activity to claim slight edge. The king is in the center, the rook is coming to the 7th rank. She goes for it. b4, very important move. Black is preventing the connection of this pawn. So if white comes with a pawn to b4, then yes, he has really good chances. But in this position, like instead of rook c7, rook c4, let's say rook d5, and then you just play rook into pawn, and then if you take rook into pawn, there is rook b7. This would have been devastating, but she goes for rook b7, and this is not so easy to win. It was interesting, but the start of the opening, the middle game, everything was interesting. I think that was a turning point which I indicated. She had to probably bring her other rook to the 7th rank. But yeah, okay, let's go. Nitin has lost his game to Paralink, a grandmaster from Russia. He's played this rare opening, Nimzowitsch defense in the Sicilian. Okay, that's not so popular. Tanya Sachdev has won her game and is now on 2 points. She has won against a strong grandmaster from, I think, Austria? No, it's Denmark. Yeah. Wow, g5. Knight c2, because this knight on g4 is hanging. And now knight is hanging, pawn is hanging. Yeah, this was a nice win by Tanya Sachdev. Okay. Priyanka is also on 2 points. Divya Deshmukh has won, and I think she moves to 1.5. I'm now playing against HGT AII WWMS. Wow, what a username that is. Hello Amay ji, मैं ठीक हूँ. Some commentary in Hindi. कोशिश करूँगा. Abhijit Gupta, did he win? I did not see, but I will check. Oh, wait. You know, Harikaka is actually playing against somebody I know. Bishop g4. Okay. Now let me try to recall my preparation. d3, knight d7. Okay, let's go h3 and ask this bishop where it wants to go. Knight d2, e6. Okay, let's go queen e1, bishop c5. Okay, let's go e4, de4. Shall I play knight e4 or de4? I think I'll take knight e4. Knight e4, de4. Castles. Okay, shall I put my bishop on c3? Let's do that. I think bishop is good on c3. And Abhijit Gupta, I don't see his name. Now I see. He has won 3 out of 3 right now. So we will definitely focus on him. Bishop f3, let's take bishop f3. Bishop d4, wow. I think this is a blunder. But bach gaya, my opponent. Can I go bishop a5? But my pawn is hanging. Okay, so let's take this and play rook d1. Take the knight and put the rook on d7. Thank you, Hawk. Knight e5. What a move! What a move! Okay, so let's take this and take this. So at least I have d file in my control, so I can be happy about it. Okay, so quick look at the game of Abhijit Gupta, who is black here and is playing against a FIDE master from Vietnam. I've played against this player. He also has a YouTube channel, the player playing white. And Abhijit is black in this game. He has employed the French defense. That's also one of the openings that he regularly uses. And you can see that white's king is in the center. And all of the black pieces are doing something or the other. That itself should tell you that black is really good in this position. In my case, my opponent is still thinking, why? He took the d4 pawn. He took the rook. He did not take the queen. Okay, so I'm allowing him to take the pawn because the knight will get trapped if he takes the pawn. And my opponent is clever enough. He spotted that taking that pawn would have not given him any good chances. And now I'm playing queen e3. Going to get pawn to c4 or pawn to a4. This knight is not having a great home. Okay, so which player have we not focused on yet? This is a clash we should not miss. Tanesh Sachdev is playing against Nitin. And Nitin is black, as usual is trying his King's Indian. b4. Knight d7. I like white, to be honest. White's position is good because there is no King's Indian attack yet. So Nitin has to start his magic now. There you go. He wants to find a square for his knight, but that is prevented with knight a5. Okay, in my game, let's make a few moves and make sure that I don't lose on time, because I'm definitely winning this position on I have a queen and this knight doesn't have an outpost. Let's take the rook. Alright. And put the queen on. Let's push the pawn to b4. Give this pawn to a5. I need to create a second weakness in order to win here, I think. Okay, a5, that runs in my favor. I think I'll just play b5, take, be happy. If I get a passer, then yeah, I've managed to create a second problem for my opponent that way. Okay, so Harika is playing against Erik Ronka, and I've played against him. He's a player from Finland. I played against him in World Youth Championship in 2008. That is the tournament where Vidit was my roommate and he won the tournament. b5 g6, just take. Queen c4, yes. Takes this, I'll take this. He didn't take the queen because he felt that this is the better way to survive. Because if he had taken the queen, then the problem in the position was that I was controlling the only available open file in the position. Now he can't take this pawn because it's poisonous, thanks to queen b8 check. And my opponent has realized that. Now I'm playing queen b7, attacking the knight. The knight has to move. And with c4 I've managed to disturb the rook. The rook cannot do too many things. It cannot support this pawn anymore. So I will win my pawn like this and like this. So there you go, I have got a pawn. This is going to be winning now. I'm going to play queen c7 again, push this knight. I can take this pawn. I don't think there is a problem with that. Now I need to be careful. I should not fall for any tactical forks. I will be careful now. Just keeping my queen away so I don't fall for any forks. Now that is a move I missed. I think should be in Zugzwang someday. Yeah, checkmate finally. He did trouble me with that though. So here we see that Nitin has won the game on time, but the position is like also lost. He has two queens. He's put his king bravely on h5, and to my surprise, there is no mate. So white is not able to checkmate. So this is also the flavor of King's Indian sometimes. That eventually, with some magic, you win. Yeah, he kept his advantage for a really long time and then promoted his pawn. So I'm really curious, how did the game change? Okay, white is still better in this position. Is d6 necessary? I'm not sure. Queen d3, okay. Now you see black's pieces are coming closer. Rook c2, queen takes pawn, one pawn is gone. So now f4 is understandable because we want to play e5. But bishop d4, king f1, queen d6. Oh, now it's dangerous. White has lost all the advantage and is now defending passively. There's no pawn. So this is where the game changed. Okay. Harsha Bhatkoti has scored 2 points. Yeah. And Priyanka played against Vanina Gudentina. She's also on 2 right now. And who else? Divya Deshmukh is now on 2.5. She has won against a title player, an international master. Abhijit Gupta is 4/4. So we will be checking his games from the next round. If you look at the Indian players, I think among the Indians, Abhijit Gupta is the top player right now. 4/4. Should be on 4/4, right? Yeah, he's on 4/4. Yes. So he's the only Indian right now on 4 out of 4. Tanya is also playing, yes. Yeah, you always get these dynamic positions in King's Indian. Endgames are difficult for black King's Indian defense. I don't know, I would not go that far to generalize that. Because you see, Benko endgames are also good for black, in my opinion, on my experience. But you cannot generalize it that way. But you know, when I was 11 years old, I was playing Grunfeld defense with the black side, and I was told that the endgames are really good for black because the black player has queen side pawn majority. but I don't know if you can really count that as something substantial. Sashank Sharma, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? How is it there wherever you are? How are things there? Vatsal Singh, are you here? So I think I forgot to send the mail. Hold on. Hmm. Greenfield needs a lot of theory because how do I say? It's very sharp in nature. That's why you need Germany. Wow. So what time is it in Germany? And how is the weather there? You're saying it's pretty cold. Okay. You know, in my chess.com username had a German word. Geborgenheit. That was the username of chess.com. But then later I changed it to the normal Niranjan Navalgund. But that's one of the beautiful words I have ever come across. And I can really relate to it. So, why are you in Germany? Are you there for work? Hi Harja. So the Hawk and I think Vatsal, you both have probably got a mail now. I just forgot to send it before. Okay, coming back to Tile Tuesday. 4 rounds are over. Abhijit Gupta is leading right now. 2 more minutes and we will resume. And you see Harika Donwali is also playing. For all those who have just joined, we have 3 players from the Olympia team playing in this Title Tuesday. That is Harika Dronvalli, Savita Shri and Tanya Sastev. Eric Ronka has won against Harika. Wow. So he is a player who I played against in in World Youth Under 14. And we sometimes do keep in touch through Facebook. Eric Ronka. Yeah, I think Harika Akka made a mistake in the opening because she's just pawn down. C5, DC5, Queen Knight. I think this is supposed to be good for white. I checked it like many years ago, but I don't know the present status. But looking at this position, it feels like white is a safe pawn up because white has 7 pawns and black has 6 already. Yeah. Kudos to Eric Ronka. Great game. Okay. You're studying electric vehicle technology. Wow. Oh, Vatsal Singh's first message as a moderator. So we did pick up around 12 people, I think, and as moderators. Our next stream is with Ronak Satwani. And then after that, we have another stream coming with Saravanan. And now I'm playing against Atabiev Samar Merat. Okay. I think I've played against him in the over the board event, if I remember correctly. And oh, here he is choosing exchange variation, but against me he chose, I think, the main line. So this is the exchange Royal Lopez, which of course has many fans. And here is a quick trivia for all of you. I'm not sure if you will know it, but still I'm going to ask it anyway. In the month of September, it's going to be a birthday of Indian Grandmaster who is very fond of playing the exchange variation of the Royal Lopez. So can you find who that player is? That's the question. It's the birthday of an Indian Grandmaster in the month of September, and he is very well known for his games in the exchange variation of the Royal Lopez. That's the clue. Please reply to my question. Harshja, मैं ठीक हूँ. I am very good. How are you doing? How is life? Bishop f4. What is my opponent's threat? I don't know. I'm going to play bg7 and then I'm going to play f5. Why I'm playing f5? It's because I have double bishop and my opponent has knight bishop. And when you have a double bishop advantage, you must aim to open the position. How can you open the position? With the help of pawn breaks. That's the story behind why I want to play f5. Rook d1, I think I am happy to go take f5. So now the bishop on g7 feels like it has got a new life because it's finally able to see very clearly. It's like having new specs. Bishop f5. Knight f5, bishop f5. My knight is also hoping to jump to d4. Knight e4. I don't like this move because it's good. My opponent is really playing well. And knight e3, my opponent is going to take this. So, should I play bg8? I don't have a choice. So I have like isolated pawns plus double pawns. So that is a compensation my opponent could claim. And he can say, hey, I have this and this, and what do you have? Okay, let's go h6 and tease this knight a little bit. Cannot come to e6 because I have rook e8 pin and win theory. So he can't really do that. I'm not thinking knight f3, bishop into a2, b3, c4, bishop e5, cb3, king b2. Can't really take that pawn, yeah. I'm tempted to take the pawn, so I'm going to take it anyway. Oh, maybe it's not a good move because my opponent can play b3, and when I play c4 he can go rook e7, and when I go rook d7 he will take and play bishop e5, and when I take bishop e5, knight e5 and cb3 he will play king b2, and then I'll take bc2 so that he cannot take the bishop as c1 queen is winning. Okay, so right now my superfluous calculations show that I am doing really great. Indian is not playing, I think. I don't see him here. Arjun, no, not Arjun, not Paneer Silva Indian, not Arvind Chidambaram also. But yes, Arvind Chidambaram is born in September. Good catch. But that's not the player I'm talking about. Rook d4 pe kya hoga? If I go rook d4, g3. Can I support this pawn somehow? Rook d5. Rook e7 is coming. Okay, so let's go bishop d4. Going full in for attack. Okay, my opponent has accepted the challenge. He's saying, I'm ready. Ready to go b3. Oh. And now I can't go rook d5. Oh, this is getting tense. Take the pawn. Bishop d4. I'm still somehow hanging on. It's not clear if I will get the piece back. Not clear at all. Bishop c3, rook into c7. King d8, rook into c7. Rook into f5. King d8, he has bishop into c7. Unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to set a small trap and see if he's going to fall for it. But no, he's now threatening knight d6. Very smart. Smart move by my opponent. Check. King b7. King c6. Take the pawn. Rook a7. Play a5. King c3. He wants to go king b2. Take the pawn. King c6. Take the pawn. And now hope to make a draw in this position. That's my hope. Can I make a draw? I don't know. Not go c5 because of the fork. Rook g5, small trap. But he will not fall for it. Knight c7, game over. This is gone. Okay, so that means my opponent has won. And now we are checking the remaining games. Priyanka is playing against Wanderlust 8. Okay. Then we have Nitin playing with less than a second. He's about to checkmate his opponent. Will he find Queen s3? His opponent has had one last trap, but he has won. So Nitin lost this one. How? After Queen d3, King g5, he did not have sufficient time to make the move. Oh, so this was actually a winning position for Nitin, and guess what? He's again playing the King's Indian. So King's Indian, King's Indian, and King's Indian. This is also King's Indian. So if we ever ask a question, what opening will you never be bored of? Or which opening will you never be bored of? I think Nitin will definitely say it's King's Indian. He has defeated me also by playing King's Indian in over the board tournaments. It's a very experienced King's Indian guy, and this is very close to winning this game as well. Okay, Harikaka has won. I'm now playing against a candidate master, King Cyber 19. Again, another Indian clash here. Reality Stone. I think that is Praneeth Vupula. Then Yeah, okay. So let's go reti. Bishop g2, castles, d3, and now just ask a question, where does this bishop want to go? Bishop f3, this is unexpected. Okay, I'll take ef3. On e5 I'll play f4, but if you play e6, so I will play f4, get my knight to d2, knight to f3, rook to e1. Let's see if the pre-moves work. Let's see. I've made two pre-moves. Knight e2, knight f3. Oh no, that did not work. ef4 did not work. It's a terrible pre-move. Just for fun, but yeah, it did not really work. Okay, so my position is pretty pathetic right now because of that silly pre-move trick which backfired, and now I will have to like really struggle and find a way to get the game back. If I had taken the bishop, his queen would have come to f4 and my pawn on f5 would be saying tata bye bye to me. Queen c3. Okay, now let's play in the rook. Since I am in a worse position, I am trying to neutralize the pressure by exchanging some pieces of queen d6. I'm going rook e1. Let's exchange. Backrank problems. See, I said backrank problems and my opponent has like said no, I have no problems. I've just cleared the way. Oh. Okay, this is the worst blunder that I could make today. Queen is here. I'm saying queen e8. Wow. That's very unlike me, but okay, we have all such days. I'm now playing, not me, it's Harsha Bhatkoti playing on 3 with Denishev. Just trying to evaluate the position. What is happening? D takes e4, fe4, bishop d4? No, bishop b3. Again, that's a blunder. Don't play that. Okay, so let's look at Abhijit Gupta's game. He's really doing great in this event. He's 4/4, I think, and this is the 5th round, right? Let me just check. Oh, this is the 6th round. Okay. So here Abhijit Gupta has played the semi-Slav, and knight will come into d5. This knight on d5 is sitting really great in that position because that knight cannot be disturbed. Oh, excuse me. Queen s2 is coming, and it's over, I think. You see how cleverly Abhijit Gupta had prepared this. First he played knight d5, then he put his bishop to c7, intending to go queen d6, and now the queen has come to g4, and queen h1, and queen takes g2. He's winning, no doubt about it. Queen f3 and then knight f4. I would have played knight f4 here, but he goes for a5. Wow, what a move. ab4 is the idea now, and if ba5, the bishop on c7 will be really grateful and go to a5. Yeah, Bote's gambit. Thank you, Shashank Sharma. So you want to know about the Grandmaster. Okay, I'll give you some more clues. That Grandmaster is also a poet. Has also written poems. And Recently I did an interview because I'm doing this video series, right, on Know Your GM, and I asked him, sir, what do you consider as one of your best chess accomplishments? And I was expecting an answer like, okay, he might say that making the GM title is his best achievement, or winning a tournament, but he said that when I play chess, and if I am in that zone where no other thought arises and I'm completely focused on the game, that I would consider as my best chess accomplishment, which I have been able to do sometimes. So that is the answer to your question. This is what he said. So what he's trying to say is that it's not the results, it's not what is happening before or after. He's saying that if while he is playing in the game, if he is able to give his 100% and focus completely without entertaining any other non-chess thought, he considers that as one of his best chess accomplishments. I think that is really a process-oriented approach, which I really liked. So I will reveal the answer on his birthday. So I will make a video on the Grandmaster, and it will come out on his birthday. Okay, so coming back to this game, the king on g1 has now come to a3. Rook takes a4. Is this a brilliant move? King a4, rook a8, checkmate. Wow. I think chess.com will definitely give this one a brilliant move. What a move that is. Bishop into c5. Rook e8. Rook a2 is coming. Rook a2, no? Just rook a2, check. He took rook a1. Oh, this free piece. He can play rook b8. He can play queen g1. There are 1,000 ways to win in this position now. Such strong position. Queen e5. He can maybe play h1 queen also. He goes for h1 queen. 2 queens on the board. Yeah, he's won the game. So I really want to put this position. This should be... Oh. This should be a brilliant move, I think. Rook takes a4. The only sad part is that's not the only winning move in this position, but nevertheless it's really beautiful to play rook takes a4. Rook sacrifice, king a4 is met by rook a8 and mate. So that was a win by Abhijit Gupta. And what is happening here? Here Nitin is white and his opponent has won. Reality Stone, I think that's Praneeth. And here we have Priyanka playing. I'm not sure about her score, but her position is really good. She's a piece up. Tanya Sachdev has won her game by playing queen c3. Game over. The pawn on c2, b2, a3. Okay, so pawn on b2 is attacked, cannot be defended so easily. On b3 there is just ab3. Okay, so that's the story. Isha Karvade has got 2.5. Then I think that's about it. Yes, Vatsal, you are right. MSD also follows this approach. I did a video on MSD. Did you watch it? It was on his birthday on July 7th. Okay, who are all playing? Hikaru is on 5r5. Wow. I think he must have won the next game also. Okay, it's yet to update. Hikaru is on 6/6. Oh. And Abhijit is on 5/6. Still has plenty of hope to finish in the top. Next game, Denishev M. Okay, I think Nitin was playing against him. No, this Harsha Bharat was probably playing against him. Alright, we go to e4 and e5. Knight f3, we go knight c6. Denishev m, bishop c4. Let's go knight f6. And now knight g5, d5, e d5. Now everybody knows you must not take the pawn on a5. Play knight a5 in this position. And then you play c6, question the bishop. And after bishop d3, you can either play h6 or you can play, I think, knight d5. Attacking this knight, knight e4. Can I go f5 or will it be too much? I'm going f5. Knight c3, let's go e4 also, or should I go knight f4? Let's go knight f4 and trouble this bishop c5. On g3 I am thinking of playing queen d4, and my opponent has found a really nice move. d3 is correct. d3, queen d4, he wants to go bishop e3, so I am just castling. g3, let's go knight g6. You have defeated my opponent in Lee match. Which Lee match? Amir versus Vichy Nostalgia. Which Amir? Amir Khan. Is it because of the music? No, some other song is being played. Knight e4. Can I go f3, bishop f3? No. Let's go bishop b6. I think that song is here. This is the song. Knight bc3. Okay, now it's my turn. Let's sacrifice another pawn. This was my idea. Don't know if it's that grand. I'm just preventing my opponent from castling. Is it good or bad? That I don't know. bg5, I'll go queen d7. Chess.com events. What is this link about? Title Tuesday. Blitz. Oh, great. Thanks for the link. Arnav, thank you very much. The Hawk. Queen e2. Let's go queen d7. I'm turning rook takes bishop, queen takes bishop, bishop g4, queen moves, rook f8. How is this idea? Is it too much? Abhijit Gupta is playing against Kazakh fighter, 2800. Wow. And he has got the Catalan. I will come back to the game. I think that's a very interesting game that's happening. Oh, bishop b6. Okay, bishop g4. Then he will just move the knight. Okay, let's take a b6. Rook f8. Alright, at least he's not castling. Queen b6. Oh, it's doing all kinds of adventures. Bishop f3. Okay, I need to support this, so let's go knight b7. Yes, Shivansh, 100%. I agree with you. That this is a music track that I love very much. Goes with chess. It's Sakura. So with this, my opponent has managed to artificially castle. Artificially wants to castle. Okay. Now I'm going to play queen b4. So you have defeated him in a 3+0 match. Great. Share the PGN. So they are asking for proof in a way. दिखाओ हमें कहाँ पे जीता है आपने, दिखाओ. Okay, so it's going all right. I think I'm going to play h5 soon. Position is objectively winning for white because he's managed to consolidate and there is no fire in the attack. It's a dry attack and heavily relying on my opponent's errors. h6. I'm going to play rook f3 soon. No, Shashank, I don't watch anime. Adiban watches. So Adiban is the guy with full of anime interests. But yes, I have watched one anime called as Haikyuu, which I liked, and a few episodes of Steins Gate, which I liked. And there's also 5 inches per 12 inches per something, which I liked. So these are the few anime shows or movies that I watched. Okay, now let's speed up. Threading bishop e4 and queen f2. Will he see this? He's seeing everything. I just picked up my knight. Just mate soon. Yeah, it's managed to mate me. Okay. So in case of Abhijit Gupta, he's lost the game, and Harika has won against woman grandmaster Atosa. And Tanya has lost. Divya has won. Harsha Bharatput has also registered a win. Yeah, so that's the status for now. So we are still looking for the next leader. On the contrary, I think he doesn't. Really? No, I don't watch so much of anime. I like thriller shows. I like romantic movies. Recently I watched a series called, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's a series on Z, where a group of women, they start a service, detective kind of service. It was a nice one. And have you all watched My Brilliant Brain? It's a documentary by National Geographic on Suzanne Polgar. It's on YouTube. If you have not watched it, do give it a watch. And also Searching for Bobby Fischer. It's a movie based on the life of Joshua Waitzkin. Definitely must watch again. So there's this game still going on. Who is likely to win this one? King h4. Knight bishop mate. How many of you know the knight bishop mate? Let's take a poll. Do you know how to checkmate with knight and bishop? Let's see. Let's take this poll and see how many of you can actually checkmate with a knight and bishop. I got a knight bishop checkmating opportunity when I was playing the final round of a nationals, and if I win that, I'm getting a chance to play the World Youth. If I don't win, then I don't get it. So I managed to play the correct moves and checkmate my opponent. Now this bishop has to come here and then waiting move. Yeah, they should be winning. And then there is another waiting move that comes after this. Waiting move, come on. Oh no. But this is also winning, but the waiting move would have made the things easy for him. And then knight f6. Wow, Snow Lord, FIDE master from Russia, is defeated Tregubov Pavel. Okay, next game I'm playing against Zenulina Natalia. So let's go Reti. Nothing can stop us from playing Reti. So I've done some pre-moves. I hope it's okay. Yeah, this is not going to hurt us. So I'm going to play in the style of Harika Akka because she also did this. And among the Indian players, I think Mary Ann Gomes has played this more than anybody in India. Getting f4. Your FIDE rating is 1032. Where is the link? I could not find your game. So just send a link here in the chat. I will check it. Okay, let's go f5. I want to go g4 and g5. Is that achievable? That is a question. e4. So it's giving away a free pawn. Free pawn. The pawn on e4 cannot be protected in my opinion. I will just take it on the next move. b5. Let's take the pawn. Oh, really? So I thought mods can also. I thought everybody could send the links. Turns out it's not the case. Now, what is the next mission? Our next mission is to attack the king. So I'm going to pull my bishop back and try to get in f6. Because if I get in f6, it's going to change a lot of things. f6, bishop f6, bishop f6, knight f6, rook f6, g6, queen g4, queen f5. I think it's game over, no? f6, game over. Knight f6, very good. Taking bishop f6. I'm now playing rook f6. He has rook e4, which I missed. So the story doesn't end here. Story will continue. So the reason I did not play rook f6 is because the e4 was hanging. So this is going to continue. Okay. So my opponent is like trying everything to attack my pieces. And bishop e5, this was the move I had planned. I think it's going to work. Bishop f4, I have queen f4. So that way I get rid of one defender. But the problem is this, queen e4. Now there is no answer to this. Must take a draw here. Knight g6, h g6, bg6. No. bb1, queen e3. No. So what do I do? I just have to play a move like rook f. Because if my opponent takes this, oh, even that is not coming. If my opponent finds g5, I'm lost. g5, game over. Check, king f7. Can I try for a few moves? Let's try. Of course it's lost. Ooh, rook f6, king g7. Is there a stalemate here? Stalemate. I'm just preparing stalemate ideas. Rook f3 is not happening. Even self-made ideas are not working here. If I want to like really do self-made, even that is not happening. Okay, now I'm just checkmating. But okay, it was nice. In this position, if my opponent doesn't react, then it's a stalemate. Let's say she plays queen d2, it's a stalemate. So I almost achieved my goal of getting stalemated, but there is a huge difference between getting it right and then saying it's almost there. Okay, so Harika Durmali is playing against Kakaks from Kazakhstan. This is winning. Really nice pawns. And Abhijit Gupta is black here. He's also winning. He's just going to pick up the rook, so his opponent resigned. Tanya Shashdev is playing against Kononenko, FIDE master from Russia. Oh, she's lost. How did she lose? That's exactly the way I blundered my queen. Queen d7, there is a rook here. Yeah, this happened to me as well tonight. Then Isha Karvade is playing against GRL77. Yeah, she's in danger, no doubt about it. Divya Deshmukh, again you can see her h pawn had reached h6. She was famously known for pushing her h pawns. We saw that for the first time, I think, in the in the Olympiad last year. Queen h2, queen h1, queen g4, and there were so many changes in this game. I would like to show you the turning points of this game. Okay, so in this position, knight g4 happened. Okay, f4. Okay, now black wins in this position after queen h2, and then just play queen h1. The point is that if the king takes the knight, there is a checkmate. And if the king goes, let's say, to e2, you play queen g2, and then you play knight check, and then you play, let's say, anywhere, just this check, and then you play queen check, and eventually the king gets mated on a4. Okay, now the story doesn't end here. After this, her opponent played queen check, king takes knight, okay, and then her opponent played h5 check. Now, in this position, the brave king, or let's say the king on g4, had to be brave and play king g5. She had to go king g5 and it's winning for white. Because after queen takes pawn, the king comes to h6 and hides. If the pawn is taken like this, then there is an unavoidable mate on e8. Like you can't do anything about it. If you don't take the queen, king g8 mate. Now if the rook goes here, it's mate. And if you can't take queen f4, it's unavoidable. This mate is coming. Rook h7 is happening. And then rook h8. For example, let's say black makes a null move like a5. The story is rook check and knight checkmate. Now let's say if black plays bishop f6 to stop knight e7, okay? There is a clearance theme which is very beautiful again, rook check. And then you say, अरे मुझे रुक नहीं चाहिए, ले लो, rook h8. And then if he takes bishop h8, there is a mate here. And if the king takes on h8, there is a mate here. So it is a very beautiful move missed by Divya. She just put her king to h3 and the game ended in her opponent's favor after queen f1, because if the king goes to h2, there is again a mate on g1, and if the king goes to h4, there is a mate. That's how the game ended. So a very beautiful position here, h5 check. I think I'll put this in one of our exercises on chess.com. What should white do? आगे मुड़ने का या पीछे जाने? King g5, king h3. It's a nice puzzle. My Instagram, that's private because like my pictures are there, family pictures are there, so I would like to share with people who I know or people in my field. That's the only reason. It's okay, Harsh. Yeah, we believe you. That's what. So 90%, 80% of the people don't know how to checkmate with the knight and bishop. Okay, I will keep this in mind. Maybe I'll make a video on this. So 8 rounds are over, and in 8 rounds we have, who is the leader though? 8 rounds are over, but who is the leader? Hikaru Nakamura going really strong with 8 out of 8. Wow. Harsha Bharat from India is on 6 out of 8. So we will now check his games as well. So Harsha Bharat won his game against Mazetovic, and he won this game in just 15 moves. Let's take a quick look. This is called the Rossolimo. It's named after Nicolas Rossolimo, who played this for the first time. And this is a 9 which is very well known. Okay, takes bishop c4, ab4, rook a1. Oh, this is the mouse slip story. Queen b1, mouse slip. Then we should add zook, 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 like we did the video. So did you all watch the video we did I think yesterday about the Indian soap and chess? If Ekta, let's say if the chess video was done in TV soap style, how would it look? Yeah, Vatsal, we must do a video series. Basic checkmates you must know. I think I will try doing that. So this is that moment. TV serial moment. Zook, 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 zook. Why was the queen b1 played? And then you realize, okay, it's mouse slip. Hello Divakar Ravi, how are you doing? Hmm. Now, I mean, if let's say if you are not accustomed to online chess, or if you don't know anything about online chess, and then let's say the score sheet is given to a player who is studying your game, then there is queen b1. You can't easily explain this to somebody who doesn't play on internet. What is queen b1? Then you realize, oh, it's a mouse trick. I am doing great as well. Thank you, Divakar, Ravi. Today also we released a video, I think from the stream I did with Saronan sir. I think it was great. He talks about what one needs in order to become like Vishayanand. So if you've not watched it, I think you should watch it. Definitely worth watching. Knight f3 and b3. Is this the modernized b3? So you see, this is called double fianchetto for both sides. Now I don't know if you watched Bahubali. If you watched Bahubali, then there is a particular scene in the movie where they construct a fianchetto, and they call it trident strategy. So if you not watched it, observe it carefully. It is based on fianchetto because this is called a trident strategy. Like this. So it's like a mixture of too many openings. You can't really say from which opening this position arose. Immediately, you see, Christopher Yo played b5, and immediately he realizes, Hikaru Nakamura, that this knight could sit on c5. Okay, position is actually not so much in his favor, but let's see, how did he win this? Just exchange of everything, okay. Oh, no time. Okay, let's go. We'll keep an eye on Harshabhat Koti. He's playing against an opponent who I played already. I had lost to this international master from Turkmenistan. And now we have Kostukov Alex. G3. So he's trying Reti against us. So going H5. Let's go E5 also. I know this is like giving up a pawn, but I'm doing that so that I can get H4. Don't try this at home. Don't play this system. I'm just trying to get H5, H4 and scare my opponent, that's all. Bishop F3 and I can go D6. Go Knight F6. This knight will be attacked again. Because it's on C4, it's hanging. And you see I have Knight E4. The point is that on Queen E2, I have D5. On Bishop E4, I have D5. So no matter what it does, I have D5. Gonna try this opening. Don't try, pa. That's what I'm saying. Don't try. It's not good. I'm playing just because I wanted to scare my opponent with G3, H5, H4. Play main lines. I would say that, like I played in the first 8 rounds, I played I think main lines in most cases. I played Reti, which is considered as one of the main lines. And then I played E4, E5, again a main line. Rook E1, let's go Bishop E7. I want to put my queen to F3 and say game over, but I'm still too far from being in that situation. Knight E5, threatening Bishop G4, very important threat. And now he's going to get D4. Can I do something before he does that? Unfortunately, I can't do anything. So I will just move my bishop. 000 D5 rook D8. Let's go 000. If he goes d5, I'm going to go rook d1. Knight d2. Is this my chance? Knight e4, queen f5. Bishop d3. I thought it was his move. So suddenly I remembered the meme we did on chess.com. That suddenly seeing my piece is hanging, knight d6 is coming, and then realizing that it is my move. Okay, now I'm threatening f5. If the knight moves, it's game over. Tata, bye bye. But my opponent still has a lot of resources. You see, he has moves like f3, which allow him to survive in this game. c5, again teasing my opponent that he can't really take on c5 as d3 hangs. Queen a4. Can I take this pawn? I am recovering in this game. The position is good right now. Not because I played that opening. It's just because my opponent did not play accurately. So don't take this at face value saying that, oh, let's go h5 and win. No, don't do that. This position, like, my opponent really did not play the best moves, but this is not the opening to play in a tournament. Okay, can I go f5? Idea is bc5, bc5, bc5. Okay, it's my turn, really. Can I play queen d1, b1, rook d1, king f2, bc5? I really want to do that, but seems like I can't. So just go queen c6. Knight c3. Okay, first we'll give a check. Okay, let's give another check. Okay, let's give a bishop. Free bishop. If he takes this bishop, queen takes pawn. If he doesn't take the bishop, queen takes pawn. That is my threat. And he has missed it finally. Finally, he has missed the tactic. And we get to finally see the checkmate. Okay, it did not allow the checkmate, but the mate is as follows. This is the end of the game. Coming back to Hikaru Nakamura, who is really doing well in this event with 6/8, and now he's in a winning position. He is, if you look at the material, it's equal, but the game is winning. Just queen d7, pin and win. Queen d7, threat is queen d3. Oh, but his opponent has found this defense of queen a6. Black is definitely ahead in the race. So black's pawn is saying, "मैं इस खेल का पुराना खिलाड़ी हूँ." Yeah, that's how he would say. Because there are two pawns. The pawn is already on e4, pretty old. This pawn will go to e2 and e1. This pawn on r5 will also join the party. I think just f4 should be okay, but he's going e4, e2, and now, yeah. Kadam badate chalo. f3, bishop f6 will also come. This pawn on g6 is having FOMO effect. It's not being able to join the party, but the bishop will come and finish the job. And the pawn on g6. Oh, the pawn on g6 is also joining the party now. Yeah. The bishop will come now. Bishop e5, bishop g3. Yes, Hikaru has found the trick. Even queen is coming. Now this bishop will come here and then here, I think. So Harsha Bharat is going to win this one. So he decided to call off the party and say, I want to win the game straight by just taking up the rook. Which is fair, I think this is also winning. And now if the king goes to c2, you have rook e2 check. If the king goes to d4 also, you have rook e2 followed by check with the bishop. The bishop can just remain in the diagonal. And now the g-pawn is saying, I am going to win the game for you, don't worry. Black is winning this one. Thank you, thank you. Let me ask you a question. Which opening let's see first. Let's ask. So here is the next question for you. Which part of chess do you not study so much? Okay, Harika has drawn her game. She is now on 5.5. No, she's on 6 now. So Harsha Bharat moves to 7 out of 9. So right now we've got about 6 votes and Endgame is leading right now. Wow. Hi Vinay Thakkar, how are you doing? Okay, next game has begun. Let's go ready. Knight f3, g3. By the way, Harsha Bharat is playing against Benjamin Bock. And again, Benjamin Bock is a player who I've played against and I came to know about him for the first time in that tournament, World Youth Under 14 Vietnam. That's also a tournament where Vidit won his game against Benjamin Bock. h4. So my opponent is actually trying my formula against me. So I should be definitely going all aggressive right now. Is going and trying out my idea with h5, h4 against me. FIDE Master RT Kaut. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Let's take a look at Harsha Bharat. So Harsha Bharat has employed the Colley system with the white side. His opponent Benjamin Bock has employed a slab approach. Bishop g7. Okay, let's take the pawn on f5 on e5 and then what do I do? bd5 knight f6. I don't want that. I'm going to go knight c3. Hikaru is 9/9. Yeah, he seems to be well set. He's likely to go to 11 out of 11. You never know. So after knight e4, my threat is pretty clear. I want to go bishop to g5. Okay, let's do it. Come on, bishop g5. And that queen on d8 doesn't have a square, so it has to use interference from other pieces in order to safeguard itself. Tanya Sastev is playing against HGTAIIWWMS. Okay, we must do a highlight of Title Tuesdays where there are usernames that I find really hard to pronounce. E3 rook c8 and just knight takes c5 can be played. No? Bishop h7, just move the king. Okay, my opponent has made the move knight e5. Don't take this pawn, definitely not. Let's go bg5. Queen d7. So the queen is somehow wobbly right now, but hanging on. The queen is hanging on. So let's get the knight into the game. On knight d3, I have planned e d3 so that the e line could be utilized. Knight c4. Oh ho ho. Oh ho. If I go here, where is this queen going? I have no idea. Queen b5. Okay, okay. Let's ask the queen again. Where do you want to go? Queen takes b2, I'll go rook b1. Am I playing like Morphy in this game? Maybe. Because you see, all my pieces are in action. The rook is doing the job. The knights are doing their job. All we need is a good finisher. Let's go rook b3. Again question the queen. Okay, so the queen is bottled up. Now I can trap the queen, okay? I can trap the queen by playing this sweet move, knight c3, and the queen is tata bye bye. Because you can't take the knight, mate. I think I've really bottled up this queen. Now the queen is trapped. Trapped on a2. So this is a beautiful win rate, you know, if I win this game, that is. Okay, knight b2. Let's go queen d2. Still the queen is trapped. Queen cannot move. On knight c4, I want to go queen f4, threaten a mate on f7. Yes, let's go. So now I'm saying, Jao, queen, I'm giving you space, go to c2, but the mate on f7. It's pity that, oh no, this time my opponent resigned. So it's not like last time where my opponent lost on time, here my opponent actually resigned. So queen f7 is coming. So this is a win in 19 moves. I think I'm going to cherish this win for a really long time. Okay, let's look at Harsha Bharatkoti versus Benjamin Bock. Harsha is on 7 points right now, and he has this position where he has double bishops, but his opponent is saying, "De de mujhe bishop." He's going to take the bishop on g4 soon. And the rook on h8 is really happy because h line. So what's going to happen in this game? Harsha Bharatkoti, he's put his bishop to e2. Queen coming to e6, threatening queen h3. Oh, this is a dangerous threat. How to defend against this? If you play h4, black will go g5. If you play this as this. Oh, so for a move he has survived. Now knight g4 is also coming. Bishop h4 has to go bishop h4, but rook h4, gh4, queen h2. This is game over. Benjamin Bock is going to win this one. So here even bishop h4 is not coming because of this. This innocent bishop on c7, very deadly. Okay, then we have this game. Harikaka is about to win? No, not so sure. She is an exchange up, but her opponent has compensation in the form of weak king. This bishop is a monster. Queen h3. Queen g4. Yeah, this is not going to really benefit. Black is going to win this, I think. Because this one also is going to come soon. Yeah, now black has two queens. Oh! Her opponent just gave away the newborn queen. Another pawn. Wow. This pawn also. And now Harikaka has minimum draw. And she might even try for more. Yeah, she's going for more. H5. But will this be in her favor? I don't know. Yeah, now she will definitely take a draw. But her opponent is not taking a draw now. Oh. So the check was answered with a check, and that is the reason this is lost. That was tough. But yeah, she tried, she gave it all and she really tried in this game. Okay. So what is the story about Hikaru? Where is he? Hikaru is white and looks like he's also going to win this one. Bishop d5 and it's over. c6, c7. So Hikaru is on how many points? 10 bar 10, is it? So let's follow Hikaru's game also. Okay. So next game is the last round, I think. Shubham, was all of this calculated? I think partly it was based on initiative, the feeling for initiative. Which username? I don't know which username you're talking about, Shubham. Thank you, Priyangsu. And thank you, Shubham. Okay. So I'm now playing against UKR Masters. This is the last round. Going to start. So where is Hikaru? Hikaru is playing Mishanik. Okay, e4, e. That was a mouse slip. And my opponent also did a small mouse slip there. I don't know if you guys noticed. He was not really intending to play knight c3. He wanted to play knight c3 against the French. But I did not play French. Yeah, undefeated in St. Louis. Very well put. He is on fire. Hikaru Nakamura. Bishop d2, castles. Rook e8. I can do rook e8. d5, bishop d5, knight d5, knight d5, d5. No. It's not going to work, not going to work, not going to work. So what do I do? Queen e7. Okay, let's go queen e7, supporting the bishop. And knight a5, attacking this bishop. Bishop, 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 run, run, run. Knight d5. If I take knight c4, knight e7. If I take rook e7, bishop. So I must take this. There is no choice. When there is no choice, there is no choice. You go c6, and I'm going to get d5 break very soon. Where will the bishop go? They will go to b3 and then I'll go just d5. Okay, so Hikaru is playing here. And Hikaru has 10 out of 10. Will he win this one? Bishop d8, g5. Takes, then bishop g5. Wow. Knight g1, just knight g3, just play bishop b6. Okay. These beautiful knights, they cannot be pushed so easily. But there is no breakthrough yet. I don't see a breakthrough for Hikaru yet. C5 is not there, G5 is not there. Okay, bishop b3, d5. If he takes, I will take back. No problem. And then we have Tanya Sachdev playing on 6 points. Knight g3. Can I go b5? My idea is to put the knight to c4. Harsha Bharat Koti is on 7. Bishop b4, let's go queen b4. Queen g5. I think I can just play h6 and push this queen away. Queen h4. Okay, there the queen is okay. Now we can take this and go a5. e5 is not possible because the queen is hanging. Knight h5. Okay, so what does my opponent want to do? I'll go rook e6 and make sure there is rook g6 always. No problem, still doing great. Queen check, no problem. ed5. If I go rook d6, no, let's go rook e2. Set a small trap. I did rook into c2 and bishop f5. Will my opponent see this trap? I think so. Even after my opponent gets this trap, I think I have good position. But I could be wrong. I want to go bishop f5. Let's see. (18, 17, 16, 15). Yes, Vatsal, you are right. Please like the stream. Let's get to 200 or 100. My opponent has played rook d3, bishop f5, queen d8, bishop d3, cd3, queen check. Should be winning. Yes. And then I take this, and now I'm threatening rook c2, and then this check and this checkmate. Ha! That was a nice finish. So I scored 6 points. Let's focus on the game between Hikaru Nakamura and Meshanik. G4 is likely to win this one. 11/11. Will he do this? He has declined the draw offer. Wow. Knight e5. I think bishop b6. Yes. Attack the pawn on d4. Goes for it. Aggressive. I see that in the comments. Hikaru has solved chess. Wow. That's a comment I read. This is amazing. 11/11 is out of the world. Now his opponent has to play rook c5, but he goes for queen g3. The e5 knight is free, so you can just take the knight for free. But Hikaru has like 53 seconds. There's a lot of time, winning position. 99.9% is going to win this one. Knight g4, rook d1 double check. Wow. Then bg1 check. Then bishop f2 check. Wow. This is like Pac-Man game. You pick up everything. Oh my god. 11/11. Unbelievable. It's totally out of the world. Wow. Unbelievable this is. 11/11. What a score. I'm actually tempted to see his games. Like, how did he get 11/11? Let me just check. Let me go through his games and check his games. Title Tuesday games. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So these are the games he played. this, 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 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So I've opened all his 11 games right now. I'm now going to check if that's visible to you properly. So I'm going to take a quick look at all the Hikaru Nakamura games of Title Tuesday. First, he started with this one. He was black and C6. This is new. This is called the Tiger Modern opening. It's got his pawn to E6, pawn to H5. The reason they put this is ensuring that the knight sits on F5 without much problem, and if G4 then there is some sort of exchange that happens. You see this en passant. Okay, I think he picks up everything. Okay, in this game he was really in danger, I can see. Just BD7 and white is better. White is an exchange up. So this was, I think, one of the scariest games for him in this Title Tuesday. Wow, great resistance. He's not giving up so easily. Now that the rook on a4 captured the pawn on a6 and then just stayed there. Rook is trapped. Cannot come here. If he goes here, this king b7. Rook is trapped. So that was his one win. Next win. In this game he was white and he played this semi-terrace line. h3, knight h4, knight e4, knight f5, queen takes d5. Okay, h4, fine, f3. So in this position, after knight f5, he got his chance because g7 is attacked, and after queen g5, he simply played queen d5, and now again g7 is attacked, and then we won 2 pieces. Next, he played against Suyog Wag from India, FIDE master from Maharashtra. This time he went for this line with bd7 and queen c8. Again, modern defense. Wow. And now the idea is h4. If you take knight takes pawn, there is rook takes knight, pawn takes, and queen g4 checkmate. Okay. Okay. So I thought something like queen g4 or queen h5 will happen, but no, he's just playing very simple chess. So here, this is the moment where he got stuck. White played rook e3, and this queen on d2, rook on e3 are not really well placed, and that is seen by the fact that black has bishop at 6, and it's like he got an exchange and then his opponent resigned. Next game, he played knight f3, d5, e3, and he tried this very semi-steady approach. Also has flavors of Tory or London or Colley, mostly Colley system because the bishop is on b2. I think even this game is not so clear because his opponent is having everything in control right now. So his opponent sacrifices the exchange deliberately. And bishop d2, wow, gives up the bishop, and then rook comes to c6. Still amazing. How did you win this one? So he just picked up all the pawns on the queen side. Wow. Next, Tretch versus Hikaru. So again he tried this modern approach. Wow. I don't know, these moves like cd5 Bishop d5 probably gave chance to his opponent. Yeah, now he's really great. His position is gone. This knight against this bishop, really great. Next, he again tried knight f3. So he kept his opening repertoire almost same in almost all games. Knight f3 was there constantly in all his white games. So this is a system, bishop d2, bishop h4 against Nimzo Indian. I think they play this with the white side with bishop d2 Nimzo. Yeah. So this after b5 it's gone. This knight d7. White is having a great position because of the double pawns. His opponent tried a practical approach giving the exchange, but that was not enough. Wow, so Hikaru won this one. Next we have 12 king. His opponent played b3, but Hikaru just played e3, knight f6 and got this position. Okay. Now bishop into h3, tricks are in the air. He goes for it. Oh. Gh3, just queen h3, knight g3, bishop g3, fg3, queen g3, king h1, rook e6, 0-1. That was his idea. Yeah, he was a pawn up and then he just converted this. Next, Hikaru versus Christopher Yu. So this was double fianchetto. I think we observed this game during the stream itself, during the live games. But he exchanged all the pieces and then I think he exchanged the bishop as well. Yeah, and then got e4 break, h4, h5, and then got this pawn on e4, pawn on b4, and now he has two passes, a5 and d5. Wow, he's going to grab another pawn here. His opponent resigned. Next, he played against Zigalko. So Zigalko is also one of the players who plays a lot of Tyrant these days. And in this game, Hikaru did not choose the modern approach. He chose e4, e5. He decided to go for the main line. And he declined the Ivan's gambit. He did not go for this. He played bishop b6. Knight f2, rook f2, bishop f2, king f2. So he has taken a rook and a pawn for two pieces. I actually like white's position. See, this queen on h7 is doing a defensive job right now. Wow. Knight e4. What about knight e4? He did that. Knight g5. And then bishop moves. Ah, the knight is stuck. The knight cannot move. Oh my god. So even I would have fallen for this trap. I naturally played knight e4 and got tempted, and then knight g5 and then rook f5. Game over. The queen cannot, the knight cannot move because the queen cannot be defended so easily because of this rook on f3. Okay, then the 10th game. This was his game, and here you see that in the last 3 games he has changed his approach. Now that he knows he's in lead, he's going for his main lines. d3 Rai Lopez, Berlin. This is Berlin. I think this is a slow maneuvering game where he just kept putting pressure, got the file, got his queen posted on a really nice square on b6, and this pawn on b5. You can see that this bishop is likely to attack this bishop, this pawn, but the bishop on c6 is not able to do the same. So he played queen a5. He wants to exchange queens on his own terms, and this pawn is a passer. Oh, he got a pawn exchanged. So this seems like it's heading towards a draw, right? At least now it seems so. But he slowly brings and collects a pawn. It was king g7 for some reason. Okay. So So this is also how some Royal Lopez games happen. You know, they end in a long battle like this, even in classical format games. And then the last game where he was black, he continued his Tiger modern approach, or whatever it is called, and he put his pawn on h4 to establish his knight on f5. Wow, then he put his knight on d5. Yeah, we watched this game live. But as I mentioned, I could not see any break for black here. So let's see, how did he achieve that break? Because c5 is not coming, f5, f6 is not coming, g5 is not coming. So I thought there is no way to make progress. There is knight g3. So with this move, he is able to attack the f4 pawn, and that pawn collapses. Okay. So you see, he not only got g5, he got f6. So he got both the pawn breaks, and he got g4 also. Wow. So a few moves back I was talking about not having any pawn break, and here I did not obviously consider knight g3. In the game, Hikaru played knight g3 and he did a great job. I think this was really good. Wow. Congratulations to Hikaru Nakamura. Yes, Vatsal Singh makes a really good point that in most games, Hikaru Nakamura is like many seconds ahead, like he has extra time. Okay, dear viewers and dear moderators, thank you very much for tuning in, and I think it's time for me to say tata, bye bye, good night, and thank you. We'll be back with some more videos and streams, and I'll now say I'll also end the poll. So the result is in favor of openings. That means some people do study openings, but they don't study a lot of endgames. So on chess.com you can train your endgames by going to chess.com/endgames. I think that's a quick approach you can take. Like, start studying endgames and start with the basic mates, then come to pawn endgames. I think you will enjoy it. Bye the Hawk, bye Shubham, and bye to all the moderators, and thank you for being here. I'll be back again. Till then, take care. Bye bye.